disciples approached Jerusalem, Jesus sent 2 of the disciples out, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and you will find a donkey tied. If anyone untie it and bring it to me. If anyone says anything to you, just say this: the Lord needs it, and I'll bring it, and I'll send it back immediately." The disciples went away and found a colt tied near a door outside in the street. As they were untying it, some of the bystanders asked them, "What are you doing untying the colt?" They told them what Jesus had said, and they allowed them to take it. Then they brought the donkey and the colt and put their cloaks on them, and Jesus sat on them. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, "Hosanna, Hosanna. Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven." When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city noticed, asking, "Who is that?" The crowds were saying, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth in Galilee."
Everyone can have a seat. Wow. That's a cool story. So, what did you guys think was neat? Was anything like really interesting about that story, or what were the best parts?
I think the interesting part was that they cut branches and put them in the road.
Yeah, why did they do that? Do you have any ideas?
So they can celebrate Palm Sunday for the kids.
Yeah, so this was the first Palm Sunday ever. Any other ideas? Why did they put those palms in the road? Jason? What else? Were there other parts that you thought were the best part of that? What was the funniest part?
Riding on a donkey?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And you know what? That would have been pretty funny when Jesus did it too. Usually there would be a parade for Caesar. Do you know who Caesar is? He was like the guy in charge, like the president, but he had way more power than that, okay? So he was a pretty important guy. And when he would come through town, they would put like red carpets on the ground. Why do you think they would do that? Think about you're outside in the city, there are animals and all kinds of people. Why would you put carpets down? Yeah, like a wedding. Why do you put a carpet down at a wedding, I wonder? What do you think, anybody?
Things from getting dirty.
Keep things from getting dirty, yeah. To kind of hide all of the dirtiness of the city, or to make sure the bride's dress doesn't get dirty, right, at a wedding. So Caesar would put this beautiful red carpet down. So what did people put down today? What did they put down on the ground? Palms, and what else? And coats. So that was kind of silly, don't you think? And people who were watching would have thought it was a little bit silly too. And then Caesar, when he came, would come on a big, giant horse. He did not like donkey. Has anybody seen a donkey before? Yeah, what do they look like? Stacey, what do they look like?
They look like a horse, but they're like more shorter.
Yeah, so not very impressive, right? Not exactly what you'd pick if you wanted to be the most important.
Sunday?
Yeah, so on Palm Sunday, when Jesus rode on a donkey, it was pretty funny. Pretty funny. So why do you think Jesus did that? Where he put the coats and the branches on the ground and he rode on the donkey? Why would he do that?
Maybe because it was his last day. Maybe because it was his last day.
His last days are coming up, huh?
Maybe he just got there and the people in that city knew he was an important person, so they put the clothes and branches on.
Yeah, so Caesar, when he did his parades, would do this because he was in charge and he could tell people to do whatever he wanted, right? He was very important. But this is different because the people thought Jesus was important. So they put their cloaks down, they put the leaves down, and they had this parade in his honor. And Michelle, you said this was his last day. What happened next after this parade? Do you guys know? Yeah, so Jesus gets arrested. He's eating dinner with his friends and he gets arrested. And we'll remember that on Thursday night at a service here at church if any of you are here. And then by Friday night he gets handed over to the people who are in charge and he's executed and put into a tomb. So this is a pretty important statement to make kind of on your last day, right? Okay, so different question. One more question, can you handle it? Yeah. Okay. Has anybody been to a parade? Anybody been to a parade? What makes a parade? We'll just go down the line. What makes a parade?
People, instruments, or funny people. A circus wagon?
A circus? Anything in a parade? You've not been to a parade. Have you seen one on TV? Yeah. Like the baseball one. And what's in a parade?
People with drums?
People with drums, yeah. What's in a parade?
Sometimes, the people ride on these big things.
Yeah, people on floats.
In parades, people usually get together in crowds and throw candy. They do parade because it might be a special holiday, like on July 4th.
Yeah. 4th of July, they're often holidays. When are there parades? When else are there parades?
Elephant!
Yes, sometimes there's an elephant in a parade. Like when the circus comes to town, they do a little parade. When else do we have a parade? 4th of July. What did I hear? Christmas? St. Patrick's Day? Marching bands. Yeah, those are an important part. What else? Yes, the Super Bowl parade. USA. Yeah, often there are flags or people who are wearing uniforms, right? Memorial Day. So, is Palm Sunday like a parade at all? Yeah? How are they the same?
He's riding on a donkey.
He's riding on that kind of a float, yeah?
Is a tiger in a circus?
Was there a tiger on Palm Sunday? Oh, well, maybe, we don't know. Yeah. How else are these the same? Palm Sunday and the parade.
Big crowds get together.
Big crowds get together, yeah. How are they different?
In the parade on Palm Sunday, there were branches and cloaks, and now there's no branches.
Yeah, it was a little shabbier, maybe, huh? It wasn't quite so sparkly. Another big difference is what the parade was for. So parades that we've been to have been for holidays, or for the circus, or for a sports team who wins. What was this parade for?
Jesus' last day.
Yeah, this was kind of a parade for love. So what would it look like if we threw a parade for love? What do you think? It would be awesome? What would be in it?
Maybe signs with red hearts on them.
Nice. What else? A parade for love. What would be in it? What would we do if we were marching in this parade for love?
Everybody would be singing and marching. Everybody would be singing and marching.
We'd be singing. What else would we do? Any other ideas? What would you do if you had a parade for love? Would you hug somebody? Yeah, maybe. Say something kind to somebody? Maybe.
Everybody in Palm Sunday.
Yeah, acts like it's Palm Sunday. Did you want to say something? Okay. So today, when we go out of here, let's remember Palm Sunday as a parade. And let's think about how we can incorporate this parade for love into our lives, right? It might not be the most sparkly, it might not be the cleanest, it might not be the most usual thing, but it will be pretty fun. Remember this little parade that we saw here? It'll be pretty funny, it'll be pretty fun. Cool? Let's sing another song. What do you say? Yeah, okay. Let's stand. It's number 650, Rejoice in the Lord Always.